Sales as a career option, if you ask me honestly, I think is the greatest option available for a person who's just entering into corporate world. I remember, when I was studying, we had this debate in our class that, which is a better way to get into corporate world, whether it is sales, whether it is HR, whether it is legal, whether it is finance, all of it, right? And of course, all of us had different views. And so one, and our professor, clearly made this point that what is most important in an organization is the function which generates revenue. And the function which generates revenue is the function which acquires customers for the organization. And the whole purpose of having an organization is actually to service the needs of the customer and get revenue by way of doing that. So I think sales is what clearly brings in revenue to the company. So I think sales is probably the most important function that an organization has, in terms of getting revenue in, getting customers in, servicing them. So the whole reason why the organization exists probably is because of customers, and who manages the customers, who gets the customers in, it is sales, right? So I think sales is a very important or probably one of the most important functions in an organization. But not a lot of us actually get into sales by choice. I think we are all searching for jobs, and mostly jobs are available in sales, whether it is some form of direct sales, channel management, tele sales, whatever it is. You get into sales, somewhere you stick to it, you grow into that, and somehow that's how a lot of people I've seen generally stay, and some of it don't like it, then have to take a conscious effort to go out of it. Let me try and give you my perspective of sales as a career. I think it is very important because it teaches you a lot of things. Number one, it teaches you to manage people, because you manage customers, you manage expectations of customers, you understand the needs of the customer. So it really teaches you how to manage people, and that I think is the single most important facet for you to grow in any organization or in corporate life. You interact with customers directly, right? So it's always good to interact with customers directly. For an organization, customers are the most important people for the organization, because the organizations clearly has to be around the customer for it able to be generating revenue. Significantly, salespeople are the ones who grow faster, right? Most of the organizations have very large sales force, so there is hierarchy available. There is you can grow within the sales department of any company, or within the sales function of any company pretty fast, right? If you really see, take a list of the companies that are there near you and see people who have become CEOs or people who have risen within the organization, how many of them have been from sales and business development? You would find that almost 70-80% of the organizations are headed by people who have been into sales and business development for some part or some point of their career, and all of them would say at least one thing is that when they were in sales, they really learned a lot. So I think sales from that perspective is one of the most functions to get into. It's not something to be belittled upon. It's not something to be looked on as if I'm not doing anything else, so I've got into sales and now I don't have a choice. I think sales should be the first choice, not the last choice. Sales should actually be the first choice. So I think sales is a very important bit. What do you need to get into sales? What do you need? You basically need a good communication skill. You need people skills. You need to be able to get through to people. You need analytical skills. You should be able to analyze on the job, what you say. So you should be able, plus you should be street smart. So you should be able to adapt to the situation very fast. These are the basic skills that are required. But what is, I think, more required is the attitude, is that you should enjoy meeting people. I think that is most important. If you enjoy meeting people, you enjoy having various conversations with people, you enjoy having relationships, maintaining relationships with people, I think sales is the right career for you. And sales really allows you to grow fast. So you join sales at a junior most level, let's say as an RM or a marketing executive or a sales executive. you can quickly grow, become a team leader, become a manager, become senior managers, and head the department. All of this can happen within 10 to 12 years or even 15 years, in any other department or in any other organization or any other function. To reach to high levels would probably take a lot of time.